Mr. Hassan. It doesn't move. You just have to move up to it.
Good evening, council member and all. My name is Zia Hassan. I am a board member for Empower Ed. And when I was a teacher at DCPS, one of my very favorite students came to me and she was really excited. Mr. Hassan, she said, my teacher just gave me my reading assessment. I got to reading level Y. That means if I increase my reading level by one more letter, I will get to level Z. That's the last level. That's great, I told her. You must have really worked hard and read a lot of books at home. Yeah, she said. And, she added gleefully, once I reach the last level, I won't ever have to read a book again. The problem is that they've been given the impression by adults that mastery is a ladder, that all you have to do is keep climbing, that once you reach the top of the ladder, you've achieved mastery. The mastery game we play with kids is more about the what and the how than it is about the why. Why do we want to be a proficient reader? It's not to get to the next reading level. It's so we can quickly and efficiently learn new things about the world, to solve problems, or to express our original ideas. Reading a text about a rock cycle isn't very meaningful if it doesn't make us stop and think the next time we pick up a stone on the playground. Comprehending a text about the Revolutionary War doesn't mean anything unless we connect it to the problems of economic inequality that exist in today's world. Mastery is not a ladder, it's a safari. Project-based learning, active exploration of real-world challenges and problems. I was once told by an administrator, stop letting kids play with rocks in your geology reading lesson. You're a reading teacher, not a science teacher. I tried an experiment a few years ago when I was applying for a teaching job at numerous schools in DC. At the end of my interview, when the administrators asked me if I had any other questions, I asked them, what project have you seen a student engage in that has amazed you, that has challenged your own thinking, or that has provided something useful to the community? I wanted to hear how students were connecting their skills to the world around them, a world that they are desperately trying to understand and heal. The answer I got most of the time was that their favorite project was kids growing their reading level. And that is a fundamental skill and so important. But reading won't change the world. Readers change the world. It's when they look at the skill of reading as a first step in understanding a problem rather than a means to an end that we will unlock the potential of our students. This year, we've been very focused as a city on how we are or aren't moving our numbers along. This concern over the numbers manifests itself in fear and consequently suppression of teacher voice. Fear that trickles down from the DC government to the superintendents, to the administrators, to the teachers, and eventually to the students. We can propose policy and ask hard questions to DC public school officials that challenge the notion that mastery is a ladder. We can replace the fear with inquiry, joy, and passion. We just have to change the lens through which we look at education. We have to encourage schools to collaborate with Empower Ed to build teacher voice. If we have the courage to allow students to use what they've learned with their reading and math skills to change the world today, even in a small way, then we are preparing them to be leaders. We cannot afford to settle for anything less. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys, and I also appreciate your package of testimony. That's very teacher-like of you. It's all numbered, and we'll go right through the list.